Hello everyone. How is everyone this evening? Welcome to my craft room here. This is Sue from Sue's Paper Creations. And we are 4 hours away. I'm so excited from the launch of the holiday catalog and the new online exclusives. So the question is, are you someone who will stay up late tonight to place that order, or will you wait till tomorrow? Yeah. Are you a night hawk like me? I'm going to be up till later tonight for sure, putting in all of the goodies for the big huge product share. So the product share for the new catalog and the online exclusives is now closed, as I have to kind of tally things up, and I will have the next 3 hours to plan my attack for my order to get everything that I need to ship out to everyone, as well as those who registered for October's Ornamental Christmas card club. I'm going to be grabbing all of those products as well tonight. So if you haven't already registered for October's Ornamental Christmas and you want to do that, and you are wanting to get the bundle, which is the stamp set and dies to go with your kit, then it would be a good idea to register right away, because then I can ensure that we can get the products, because they are new and stuff tends to sell out. So you'll find the link in my description. Carissa, I'm going to be going through all of my payments. I see some of you have been messaging me regarding the product share, and that I have not sent requests for payments yet, and some of you just automatically pay, but I always wait to put out those requests until I grab all the products, because I want to make sure that I get, of course, everything for the product share. That's why I'm going to be placing my order like 1 minute after everything launches tonight. But I will be sending out messages tomorrow once I have everything. For those of you that didn't already do payment, then I'll send out some messages tomorrow to let you know the email and stuff to send your payment to. Okay, so I will definitely look and check. I've been busy today getting everything ready with a new appreciation fun fold, and I made an extra, I think I've got 5 class kits for my appreciation fun fold, so I'm going to be giving away one tonight, which is exciting. So if you did not know or were not aware of the fact that I give away fun fold classes, this one here is August fun fold class. So those that placed orders in July, it will be hitting the mail tomorrow. And I have got all of them already labeled, put in my basket that I take into the post office, and I tell you, they see me coming with my box of goodies. All of my happy mail to go across Canada. So I will be adding this. If you happen to be a winner tonight and you are within Canada, I will be mailing you out that that fun fold kit. Okay. All right, we've got lots of people popping on tonight. Hello everyone. Thank you for being patient with me. We had some neighbors over this evening, and it was great to have a visit with them, and they had their 2 boys here and 2 dogs, and one of them was the cutest little puppy, so cute. So we had a good visit with them and getting to know them. They moved across the street, I guess it's been a little while, but it's the first time that they've come over for a visit. So it was great to spend a little extra time. That's why I wanted to delay to 7 o'clock tonight. So thank you so much for hanging in there and holding out to 7 o'clock. We are going to be making 3 note cards tonight. Okay. I have got, that was the empty nest. We are surviving. Yes, if you did not hear, we are empty nesters now. It's crazy. Yeah, we are doing well. Thank you for checking in. But yes, I am going to be tossing up an old project that I did probably 3-4 years ago, maybe. I'm going to do part of it today, and I'm going to do part of it on Friday morning when I go live on Friday morning, which will be the next time I go live. But it is going to be 4 note cards, and I'm switching it up and tossing it up to make some Christmas note cards. And then on Friday, we're going to make 3 tonight. Friday morning, we're going to make the 4th card, and then we are going to make a little gift box that they all fit into. So it'll be a perfect little hostess gift for over the holidays, teacher's gift maybe, co-workers, that sort of thing. So they can make use of the cards, and then they can use the fancy little box for gifting if they want. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm excited to introduce you to a new bundle that I haven't used yet. This is going to be the first time. And it comes with, it's called, let's see here, Traditional Labels. And it comes with the whole traditional Christmas suite that we have coming out in this catalog. So let's see here, we're down to less than 4 hours till this goes live. So yeah, the big question at the beginning of this when I went on, before everybody was on here, was, are you someone who stays up late and because you can't wait to get a hold of the goodies for Christmas, or do you sleep on it and just figure it out tomorrow? Who knows, right? I am going to be ordering tonight, okay? Because I want to make sure I get all of your product share stuff, right? Okay. All right, so let's head down and let's check out the, oh, hold on. Am I upside down? I am. Okay. Everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes. There we go. I had to just turn it right side up, and I didn't want you guys to get dizzy, okay? Perfect. Okay. So this is going to be, I've got it all, look at that, ready to go. This is August Fun Fold. Yeah, like I said, the rest are all packaged up and ready, all addressed to those who placed orders in July. I am working already on those that placed orders in September. I have a different Fun Fold I'm going to send out for you, and then come September, I will be creating another Fun Fold that I'll send out beginning of October for those of you that place orders $50 or more in the month of September. So I love giving away Fun Folds, and it's a great chance for you to learn a new Fun Fold. You also get a chance to see how I do my classes virtually, because they're very easy to follow. So you get to kind of try out a class with me as well, which is always fun. So like I said, we're going to give one away. Okay. So this is the bundle here that we're going to be adding to our cards tonight. It is called Traditional Labels, and these are all of the greetings, which are amazing for the holiday season. And then these are all of the labels that comes with it, the set of dies. So I wanted to be able to show you, because I have not had a look at them yet. I kind of ran it quickly before company arrived, and I wanted to run all the labels all at once because we're going to use a couple of them on our cards, but they all have a little bit of detail. So let's take a little peek and see what they all look like. So there is the largest one. I love it. I love it when they have gorgeous detail around the edges. So we're just going to just pile them up right here. Okay. And then we have got this one here. And look at that detail. Beautiful, right? Very festive with the little curls in there, but could also be elegant. I think all of these for, any type of card. Like I could see some of these on wedding cards would be beautiful. This one has little dots and dashes around it for a smaller greeting. We have got, this is probably one of my favorites, so we're definitely going to use this one tonight. Look at that one. I love the oval with the details of the swirls and the little dots in there. And the nice thing is I mean, they are, part of them are attached and part of it isn't. So you could get tricky with threading ribbon through as well if you wanted to layer them up a little bit. So that's that one. So there is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dies in the set. And a little arrow one, which is cute. We have got a slightly larger one, different shape, like that. And then our last one is a little banner. Gotta love a good banner. And then some of the stamps, of course, coordinate with the curves and stuff that are in here. They all have a bit of a curve to them, so they will fit naturally in here. We're going to use one for probably Season's Greetings, maybe one for Merry and Bright. We're going to see as we go along which ones will suit our cards, but they are beautiful dies, and I wanted to be able to show you all the detail of all of them. Okay, so I'll just pop those off to the side, and we'll use the ones we've run here. But let's have a look at the actual project that, like I said, was from a couple years ago. And this was it here. It's a cute little box, and it has 4 little note cards in it. So you just open it up like this. And then I love it because these are going to be perfect for using your scraps. You know how I love to use up all the scraps that we've got lying around. So especially if you have scraps left over from like one particular package of designer series paper, and you have all of those thin, skinny little pieces from cutting all your layers, these are the perfect set of cards that you can create something beautiful, and no one will know that you just use all the scraps out of your craft room, right? It's perfect. All right, so we've got people hopping on here. Let's see here, from near and far. Love it. Okay, welcome everyone. Some of you may be new to joining me here on my Sue's Paper Creations, and then some of you, we've been hanging out for a long time, right? So true. Welcome everyone. Okay, so there is the different designs, and as you can see, this is going to be perfect for using little tiny scraps up out of your craft room, and then we are going to turn this into some beautiful Christmas cards instead. I'm going to bring in probably some beautiful red ribbon from the new holiday catalog as well, and we're going to create some pretty cards. All right, so let's see what we can do here. I will be in Victoria next week. Lunch, yes, for sure, Christine. I'm excited. Oh, that's awesome. That's great news. I love it when I can connect with some of you when you come into town. It's amazing. Definitely, we will chat. Okay, so for this one, we're going to make this one on Friday morning. Okay, but I'm going to create these 3 tonight, and I've already got some pieces that I have cut up. I have been using the Christmas tags and more paper. I have been using a lot of it over the last little while. In fact, I did a one sheet wonder during the 25 days of lives that featured some of these beautiful papers, but they have, and I especially love like this sheet here that you can cut up, and you've seen me in reels and stuff make some focal points with some of these. And then there's this one here. So there's 4 different designs, and then there's sheets of just little tiny cutouts. So I only have a few of them left in this one package. I haven't opened up another package yet, but that is another one, which is perfect for a card front. In fact, it's perfect for if you wanted to do like a scene with, I don't know if you saw, but I just posted this one here. I did a little reel with this one with Because we did a fall card, I had to do a Christmas card in the same design. I love this. Nothing better than peppermint, hot cocoa, and then except maybe you. So this is a fun fold that uses your designer series paper perfectly because you get to see both sides. So I could see how this one would be beautiful as a front for that. In fact, I'm going to be doing I'll do another quick like minute little video, and I'm going to be using this piece, which is also in this set, and turning that into a card front, and then that's the back of it. So pretty. And we're going to use these little elements. So I have that ready to go, and you'll see that in the next couple days, probably, maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. And then we have got one other design, and it is a plaid. Well, you'll see it because I'm going to be using it in one of the cards, but it is fantastic. This one, I love that. I love a great holiday plaid, and that, it doesn't get better than that. Those colors are perfect. So this is the papers I'm going to be using, and I've already done some cutting, so we can hop to putting our cards together. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a few of my note cards, and these we have got all of the time. We've had them for years. They end up being 3.5 by 5 inches. They are perfect little note cards, and you can put these ones in the mail. They are large enough that you can mail them, just a standard size. And I'm just making sure I'm right with my measurements. Yes, I should know that we've had them for years. And the best thing is you get 20 of them in a package, and they come with the envelopes, the little envelopes that match it. So it's perfect for making little gift sets, or if you just want to make a whole bunch of cards really quickly. They're the perfect size, of course, to use all your scraps on as well. And yeah, I have done quite a few little gift sets with them for sure. In fact, I've got another one that is a classic little gift set with these papers. I'm going to save that maybe for a month from now, but it's another great way. It's just a little gift package that will hold 4 note cards, and it's so pretty. So I will save that one for, maybe a month or so from now, and we'll make another little gift set. Okay. So I'm going to just take the pieces that I've cut. See, look at that. I'm already prepared. And I'm switching it up, as you can see, for Christmas. The only thing that I have to decide is which texture that I want to do, because this one you can see how it's got a little texture in the background, and I think that I definitely want to add some texture. And now that I look at it, instead of ribbon, this is just an idea, but we have got some festive colored velvet, and to me, as I was saying the other day, like red velvet, garden green velvet, it reminds me of dresses that my grandma used to make me all the time at Christmas, me and my cousin. So I'm thinking, instead of a piece of ribbon across here, I think this would look gorgeous with a little strip of red velvet specialty paper on there. So I am going to grab that because that just came to my mind, and I think I would prefer it over a little bit of ribbon. I think it would be more dramatic because of the actual feeling of the velvet on there. Will just add a lot of depth to the card too, and it's a super rich, beautiful red. So I'm going to grab a texture, and I'm going to grab that red velvet. So let's do that. Let me see here. It's got it here. The velvet. Nope. All right, I know I've got it in my pile. There it is. I was just pulling out all the stuff I'm going to need for the product share, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So maybe we might need maybe a little bit of the green on one of the cards too. It's just so beautiful. And yes, red velvet, it does scream Christmas, doesn't it? It reminds me of, like, you know, those beautiful skirts that are underneath the Christmas trees. That's what it reminds me of. So we're going to use that for sure. And then let's do a texture. Let's see. Now, let me just look here. Do you know what I think I'm going to use? Oh yeah, I know what I'm going to use. Because we have got holly and we're Christmas. Now, where did I put my little piece I'm going to actually texture? Is it in there? Is it underneath here? Nope, I must have brought it with me. I am going to use the birch embossing folder. I think that will be beautiful in the backdrop. And because of the holly, it will kind of give that, you know, woodsy kind of Christmas feel. So I'm going to use that one. Here's my piece, and I'm going to just run it. Let's see, I think, which way do I want it to go? I think I want it to go opposite. Okay. Roll it through. Yes, this is going to be perfect. Look at that. That's going to be the perfect backdrop, right? Is the catalog online? Is this online or in the catalog? The velvet paper, I think, is online. The tags and more paper that we're using is in the catalog. So that is the thing. Like tomorrow morning, tomorrow is a work day for me, so I will not be home here tomorrow. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up early in the morning, and I will go live first thing in the morning, and then I will just, because sometimes it's hard to navigate where to find new things online if you're not used to going online. So I will share my screen first thing in the morning, and I will maybe do a little flip through this amazing catalog that I have not been able to open up with you yet, because it's against the rules for me to open up the page there and show you the inside till it goes live. So maybe tomorrow morning, let's say 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. So for a lot of you, you will be up probably having your first, second cup of coffee. For us West Coast ladies, although I know I can see right now I've got some early risers that sometimes join me first thing in the morning. So I will pop on, maybe just do a quick little run through of the catalog, and then I will share my screen and I will show where you can find all of the new online exclusives, because they are beautiful. And there's probably just as much online as there is in the holiday catalog, and I don't want you to miss out on, you know, if you're making decisions and you only want to get a couple things, you want to make sure that you pick your favorites, right? So I want you to know all of the different choices that are out there, okay? So we'll do that first thing tomorrow morning. It's a date, okay? 6:30 in the morning. I will be ready to run out the door by just after 7, so it will be quick. Okay, I'm gonna cut just a, I think, 1/2 inch piece of red velvet. Look at that. It just feels so good. Love it. And then I'm going to do one in green, just so we have that as an option, because I know on one of the cards there is ribbon as well, so maybe we'll do the green on one. If not, I mean, there's enough for 2 cards there, so we'll decide if we want the red or the green. But we've got them cut and ready to go. Yeah, let's start gluing. So this is a really easy card. It has got just 3 different pieces. The widths are all 2 3/4, and then, or the height, and then the widths are 2 inches, 1 1/4, and then a 1/2 inch. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to layer them up. In fact, I'm going to layer them on top of this one first. And that way, if I need to do any trimming, then I can do that. Okay, now let me see here. Do you think they would take... Oh, so funny, hey? I know, there's a lot of great stuff in there. You got to pick and choose. You can't get everything all at once. I mean, for those of you, although you can if you're getting my product share, right? Because you do get a little bit of every single paper and every single ribbon and twine. You get your gold shaker stars. You get a package of embellishments from me, as well as some cardstock for all your card bases. So yeah, if you did register, then you are getting a little bit of all the papers and the ribbons anyway. The rest of the stuff, then you can kind of pick and choose what you want to go with all those beautiful papers. Okay, now I am keeping my, I hope there is enough light so you can see this. Just trying to think, the sun's probably going to go down in a minute. I'm going to grab a white sheet. And I'm just going to turn my light on. In the evening, I don't like to use my glass mat because the reflection of my big light ring ends up being super bright, and it's just not a good match for the glass. So this way, see, now I don't have a reflection, but you can see that a little bit better. So that's a bit better for you. Okay, now let's see, we've got, look at how beautiful that is already. I love this little tiny holly piece in the middle. It's my favorite paper out of all of that. And look at how beautiful our velvet is. It's amazing. Now, before we cut it to length, I want to figure out, what are we going to stamp on this one? That's the big question. That's the important question. What are we going to stamp? So let's get those out of the way. Green color, green, good color. This one? You think I should go more all green? Whew. That is a choice too, right? There's the red and the green velvet. And then there's also white velvet as well. You get all 3 colors in the package, and you get 2 sheets, 12 by 12 sheets of both. Let's just let them sit there for a minute, and let's decide on what we're going to put on this one. We'll decide what shape label we want for this one. Let's see all the different cards. I mean, that's going to be too wide. So if we use the little label one, we're going to want it to go this direction. So I think this is the card that we're going to use that one on. And we can put a season's greetings on this one. Okay. Red for sure. I'm getting red for sure. Okay. All right. We can go red. Red for this one. Maybe we'll go green on one of the other ones, right? We'll definitely use both. We've got to try them both out. Now, you know how I had that cute little pink eraser that was from the girls' school supplies years and years ago? Because I mean, the girls are all grown up now, but I used it to condition my stamps, and I cannot find that one. I'm sure I'll find it one of these days. Somewhere in my craft room I've put it, but I'm going to put the season's greetings across that. That's beautiful. So the big question is, if I'm going to do red, everyone says red for sure, then I'm thinking that I need to do the season's greetings in the green. You think? I think so. So if we're going to do red, then I want to do the greeting in the opposite. So I'm thinking garden green. Let's see, garden green and red. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. So let's try it out. I have not stamped this one yet, so I'm going to just do a little sample. Beauty. Love it. Okay, and then we just have to just aim. So these are on the curve so that they go perfectly with this little ribbon banner here. And look at that. I love it. Okay. And then, so I think we do almost all the way across so you can see it a little bit more. So it's just kind of in behind there like that. You see just a tiny bit. And because we're only going to see a tiny bit, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to go like this. Why use all of that ribbon when we don't need it? All this velvet. Because we want to cherish this beautiful velvet ribbon. And then we can just attach it, you see, in behind like that. Perfect. Okay, and that way you're not using a big long strip, right? You like the green? Sorry, I'm banging the camera. Okay. I like the green too. But you know me, I like green everything. I love green purses, green sweaters. Let's see here. Okay. Now let me just double check. We're going to put that across. It's either got to go all the way to the end or quite a ways back. So let me just see. I just want to see if I'm getting it even. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to move it ever so slightly. Oop. There. I think that will do it. And so what I'm going to do now, because I want to make sure that I am getting this level and straight, is I'm actually going to put this, I just thought of this clever idea. Look at that. I'm going to put this over upside down so then I can attach the other piece of velvet, and I know that it's going to be the perfect length to go onto the card. Okay, if you're using a full strip across the whole thing, then you don't worry about it. I mean, you can do that, but I want to share or save the ribbon or this velvet paper a little bit. So I'm going to just cut it like that. Perfect. And then I have that, the perfect length. Loving it. Okay, good choice, everyone. Okay, so yes, I am definitely excited to gather up all the goodies for the product share tonight. And I should have them, shipping's been a little bit longer. I'm going to try and get them done, get it here a little bit quicker, so that I can get those product shares out to you. I mean, it does take me a couple days to cut and package everything up, but I am hoping, let's see here, we are the 2nd, I order on the 3rd, hoping turnaround to have it in the mail by 14th, 15th, around there. So that'll give it time to get here and then time for me to prepare everything. Okay, there we go. And it comes registered mail, so I do have tracking and everything on it. I put it into, oh, that's so pretty, isn't it, for a little note card? I love it. I put it into one of those flat rate mailers, and so there's tracking, and usually Across Canada, it is 3 to 4. If you are only like, if you're within province or one province away type of thing, it's sometimes even the next day or 2 days anyway. So we'll just see, but you should have it within, yeah, 2 to 4 days. So look at that beauty. Now what we're going to do is we are going to add it onto our white background, which is our card base, and it just frames it in perfectly. Good choice with the red velvet. Let's see. Like that. And then we will do a little bit of embellishing in a little bit. But you know what? I do love the look of that velvet rather than the ribbon behind there. It's really pretty, isn't it? So there is our first design. So that is card number 1 for tonight. And then card number 2, again, is going to be using, you can use just little scraps. We often have, these are 1.5 inches. And when you're cutting your card bases and your widths of your card base, you often have, you know, strips that are 1.5 left over. So this is the perfect card for that. And I've gone ahead and pre-cut some pieces. So these bottom ones, the bottom height here is 1.5 wide by 2 3/4. Okay, and then we're going to add, look at how pretty this looks. I just love these papers. I have to decide whether I want greenery. Yeah, we're going to do greenery because that's white on the other side. Yeah, greenery on this side. So we have our greenery and we have our reds. That's really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip it just like that. I'm going to add my little bit of glue. I am a green glue user when it comes to anything scrappy. In fact, probably 90% of the time I use liquid glue. I know some of my crafty friends, they prefer runners than liquid glue, but for me, I don't know, I've just always gone more towards the liquid glue, and it is totally by, you know, your choice and what you get most comfortable with. So I just want to make sure, and this is why I love the liquid glue, is that I can move them around. Like these ones are not set in yet. I didn't press them down hard. I just placed them so they're like floating into position. This one was the first one I put down. Hold on. So it is a little bit more stubborn trying to move it, but we're going to try and line these up. Looks pretty good. I just want to even frame all the way around. Okay, so that one looks pretty good. Move that up there a little bit. And then this one. Don't be stubborn with me. Give me a little movement. A little tiny bit. Not asking for much. There we go. Perfect. And then our greeting will go right down into here. Okay, so there is that one all framed up. I love it. And we are going to pick another one of these. I was thinking maybe this one would be the perfect one for this. Liquid glue. I know, Carol, it's never been your friend. I know, and for some people it's just not. That's too funny. No, it's definitely mine. Okay, we need to decide what we're going to put in here. We could do Sending Love and Joy. Let's see here, Merry and Bright. I'm going to see if the Merry and Bright will fit in this one for our last card. I think that will be perfect. I'm going to put Merry and Bright in that one. So let's go for Sending Love and Joy and see if that will fit in here. It might not. If not, we will just switch what we say, right? We have all these different greetings. Let me just see if this is going to fit. Oh, yes, it is. Perfect. It's going to fit and it's going to look amazing. Let's do a little, just, again, just run just a white eraser ever so gently. You don't want any little bits in there, but I run it over it. It just takes off that coating. When they manufacture those photopolymer stamps, there's always that slippery kind of slick finish on there, and so it just takes that off, so it allows for the ink to really cling to the stamp, and then you get a perfect stamping from the beginnings. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. All right, so we're going to go sending love and joy. Big question is red or green. For this one, we got kind of, you know, half and half going on. Should we try red? I say we try red. Now, I've got a deeper red because there is cherry cobbler in here as well as real red in the papers. So that is the nice thing, is it has both tones in there. I'm thinking maybe cherry cobbler because it's a nice, beautiful, rich color. So let's try that. I'm going to stamp it, and then you guys can decide whether we should put just a little bit, let's see here, in the sample. I don't have any ribbon or anything across there, but do we want to have a little tiny bit of velvet on all the cards? So maybe put just a thinner piece of green velvet, maybe down the center. You guys think about that. You get back to me. Okay? Let's see. Sending love and joy. Perfect. Okay, so there's our sending love and joy. Love it. And thinking beautiful. So yeah, let's get out our green velvet piece and let's just, you know, check it out. If I can find it. I know I did have it here. It's upside down. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to use, let's see, a little tiny cutter here. I'm thinking maybe, do we want it that thick? Actually, I think you could probably get away with that thick. Yes, to thin green. Does it need to be thinner than that? I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that does it. So let's cut that to 2 3/4 because it's not that thick, and if you keep it this thickness, then, oh, look at that, I cut it too short. Hold on. Ooh, but we're hiding it, right? Almost forgot. We'll just cut it in half, extend it, right? Red and gold twine behind the sending. Ooh, that would be pretty too. That would definitely be beautiful. You know what I'm going to do is I am going to extend my green outside of our paper. What? I know that's crazy. I'm breaking it outside of the pattern paper is what I'm doing. Let's see what that looks like. I think that would look quite pretty. Okay, there's still going to be a white frame around it, so it'll still be framed in. We do have some beautiful twines, that is true. I've got one that's white and gold. Let's see. Oh, hold on, I want my flat side out. There we go. And I mean, that could look pretty. Let's just see. There, that looks good. Okay, now we're going to pop out our greeting, but let's see what it would look like with a little bit of twine in behind. So here is our white and gold twine. Let me just have a look here if I want any on there. I don't know if I want the twine or not, or if I just want it nice and clean with some embellishments. I think I want it just with the embellishments. That's what I'm thinking. Oh yes, the white and gold twine behind. You're thinking the white and gold. I'm gonna go without twine. And let's see, for this one, depending on the shape, you know, and it's not as busy, I just don't want to take away from this little element here. The next one I think might look pretty with a little bit of twine in it. Now, one thing to know about velvet is that when you go to stick things to it, it doesn't play nice. Okay, so it doesn't like things being stuck to it, right? So what I would recommend, and this is what I do, is if you have a thin piece like this, I'm going to pop up this greeting. You want to make sure that you add your dimensionals so that it doesn't hit the velvet. Okay, and that way you don't have to worry about it trying to stick it to the velvet, because like I said, the velvet, the stick factor on it is not great. It's like trying to stick things to ribbon, only it's fuzzy, so that makes it even harder to do. Okay, let's add our, there we go, frame it in. I'm going to actually pop this out for this one, and that way you'll notice the white framing a little bit more. The tone on tone, you will notice the, all I've got is my little tiny dimensionals here beside me. I don't think I have any big guys. Nope, I don't. That's okay, I'll just add a couple more. There we go. But when you're going white on white, if it's textured, it shows up a little bit more. For this, it doesn't show up as much because it's a plain white edge going over white. So if you pop it up a little bit, then you notice the matting a little bit more. There we go. And I've got some beautiful sequined embellishments that are all the gold and the red and the green. So I think that's what I'm going to use. Look at how pretty those are. That's what I'm going to use to add a little bling to these little note cards that we're making. Okay, so there we have got, so that is that one. Definitely love the velvet. This is this one. So pretty, right? And now let's go for this last one. Okay, all right, so I'm going to get those out of the way. We'll compare in a minute. We're going to go into, I loved this little hello. It was from some tropical leaf set. It was one of my favorite hellos because it was big and it was fun. Okay, we're going red matting for this one. So I'm thinking a little maybe green velvet is going to look fabulous on this. I have got some strips of paper that we're going to just lay across this white piece, and we're going to space them out a little bit. So we have got a 1 inch. Oh, it might be 1 1/8. Nope, it's just one. Just looks wider for some reason. Maybe it's the pattern. 1, and then I've got a 3/4 of an inch, and then I've got a 1/2 inch. Okay, so we're going to space them out. Yeah, I want that side. I'm just double checking the sides. No, I think I'm happy with that. I want the plaid to be the widest because it's my favorite pattern. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Oh, come on, glue. There we go. Then we're going to put this one down the center. I end up with some sticky fingers tonight. Now I'm just going to let that one just sit there because I want to be able to balance that space between the 3 of them and make sure that it's even. So I'm going to just add the glue to this one. Look at this little dimensional backings, eh? They're everywhere. There. And then I can move this one over slightly, just like that. And then that one looks like it's in the perfect position. So we can go ahead and bring that one down. And once you're happy with the position, that's when you can kind of squish it down and trim up any little over pieces. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then we're going to frame it in here. So I want to get the full effect before we add our greeting and we decide on our velvet. But I'm thinking the green velvet is going to look beautiful on that one. That's, I think, going to be the go-to for that one. Let's see, for greeting, I think we can get away with a slightly larger one. We could do that, or the tiny. That's almost too tiny, I think. I like the detail of this one. So I think we're going to go that one. I mean, you're not going to see much of the green velvet, but if we could extend it right to the white, and then you're going to see just a tiny bit. I think it's going to be enough that it will make a little bit of a statement. Okay? All right. Greeting. Color of greeting. If we're going green for velvet, we got green though here. Maybe a green and green. We haven't done that combo yet. I'm thinking green and green. Okay, so let's get out the garden green. And, or we could do a combination. These are two different stamps. So maybe we do Merry and Bright. Yeah, I think that would be a good choice. Let's see. Let's see if it fits. To make sure we like it. So let's go Merry. Like that. Just going to fit it right on here. Merry. Okay. And then and Bright. I think that's perfect. Look at that. Yeah? I think that's good. Now, I like the way that's spaced out. Because this is two different stamps, we can work it a little bit on the paper here, get it into the position that we want. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're actually going to use our clear block and we're going to pick it all up at the same time. Okay, so we can pick it up like this and then it's in the perfect position. Now, you can be a little tricky, and I think I could be tricky. We'll just see how tricky I am. I am going to, I think, do the Merry in the red. Ooh, let's see if I can do it. I've got my glasses on, so we'll see how we do. I haven't been wearing them lately. I have to get back to wearing them because as I kind of do one of these in and out with my block, I think that's good. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do the little eraser bit. And see how, I don't know if you can, I gotta take my finger away. See how on the M there, how the ink is not dispersed completely flat? Like there's a few little voids in there. That's because there's still that original coating on the photopolymer. I just got to get in close enough without hitting the red. Let's see if we can, I'm going to try and do a little bit more red on there to try and make it so that it works. In fact, we might have to stamp it once and give it a bit of a smush like that. Okay, now we should be good. Okay. Then when I ink it up the second time, we should be better. Okay. Whew. I've got this ring light right over top of me, and it's either that or I'm having a hot flash. Whatever it may be. Whew. I'm a little bit warm, toasty. Okay. I don't get hot flashes much anymore, but every once in a while, Whew, they hit me. Okay, so I'm hoping this does stamp well. We'll see. Like I said, I didn't condition this one, and it does make a difference. I just use a white, what type? It's just like a white regular eraser, and let's see. Not totally perfect, but see how these ones stamped perfect the first time? See that? This one is not as perfect, but, and see how there's a little bit spotty in there? So that's just the difference when you first use it. I think here maybe I didn't get the ink all the way to the very, very, very edge, but I'm gonna run with it. I can always replace it after. Okay, so there's our Merry and Bright, and we're going to grab a little piece of our velvet, and by little we just need a tiny bit, but I do want to make sure that it is a flat edge that we're going to have, because I want it to go right up against the white. So I am going to cut it with my cutter, and that way I know it's going to be nice and flush, because sometimes when you cut it with your scissors, even though, I mean, you think, oh yeah, that's perfectly straight, if it's not and it's sitting up on the edge of your card, you can tell. You really can. Okay. Let's see if that's going to be in the right spot. Oh yeah, look at that little tiny bit of green. That is perfect. Okay. So I'm going to use my tear tape just to put this down. I'm finding it's kind of a different backing to it as well, but the tear tape seems to work best for it. It's more of kind of a spongier background, I think, because it is that faux velvet texture. And we're going to go right about here. Now, if you are not great at lining up, let me just see here. I'm going to do the center line. That'll make it easier. Lining up from one edge to the next. I'm just going to go into frame there. What I did, you can see how I lined it up with the edge, one edge with the center line here, so then I can use that center line and I can line it up on this side. Okay, if you're really picky. There you go. And then we're going to pop that out. Perfect. Now for this one, I might do a little kind of bow over to the side. Might be cute on this, just to fill in some of the space. We're going to add some embellishments as well, which will work. But let's add a little bit of dimension onto here. And again, I'm going to be careful. I mean, our velvet this time is quite off to the side, so I shouldn't have any issues with it interfering with this piece sticking to the card. I don't know why I have to turn it on the side sometimes. Do you ever find that you have to turn your card in another direction just to line things up sometimes, because it doesn't, I don't know, visually it's just easier? Or am I the only one? I have some bad news. I still get my own occasional moment. Oh no. Oh no. Having the power surges for over 8 years now. Oh, so I still could be in it for a while, hey? That's all right. We're all in it together, right? We can do our flashes. I love that. Power surges. That makes it sound a little bit more exciting, right? We're in it together. Yeah, that's okay. There we go. At least it's not as bad as it once was. It's mostly now kind of not so much during the day, but more evening and at nighttime I get them. There we go. Okay. The paper is so pretty, and you're right, I mean, what it is, these papers, if you have a great set of Christmas papers, you can just use scraps and do different designs with them, and they're just beautiful no matter what, right? You don't have to do too much more. Tropical moments. That's another great way of doing it. Ooh, that sounds like you're going on vacation. Tropical moments. Oh, love it. But yeah, sometimes the papers definitely make the cards for sure. We've got a couple sets of papers that are coming out. Now we're down to 3 hours. 3 hours till the catalog goes live. And definitely there are some that are pretty beautiful. The fall ones, those gathering together, if you are looking for gorgeous fall papers, the gathering together with the golds or the kind of rose golds detail throughout them are stunning, and they are online. Okay, so there is our first 3 cards. We still need to bling them up, but there is that one. Okay, a little toss up. So Tuesday night's all about taking inspiration. It could be out of a project you've done in the past, like this one. It may be something you've seen online, because you know you can case things, which is case things. So you are going to copy and share everything, right? You can case things. You can take these ideas and then you can go ahead and you can make your own version of all of these, right? I'm going to get my embellishments, and I know I have them close. Here they are. And I'm thinking, see this little bit of sparkle? It has the gold that we could add in there. It has the red, and it's got a little bit of green. I think these would work. Another thing I think that would look beautiful would be little pearls as well, just to add a little shine. But I'm going to go with the sparkle for now because we are Christmassy right now, and we'll see what this looks like. And once we use an embellishment, if this is going to be a card set, you kind of want to keep, you know, that theme going throughout with the velvet. Kind of holds it all together like a set of cards, as well as using the same papers and colors throughout, and then using the same embellishment. So the nice thing is we've got small and large here, and let's try using, let's see, we'll do a little gold. I'm going to do gold here. I'm going to do gold on this one. I'm going to go gold here. 1, 2, and I'm going to do a gold one up over this way. Okay, so there's a little 1, 2, 3. Now, you know how we were talking about the white and gold thread? I mean, out of any of the card, I'd say this one, you could get away with it. I think it gets lost a little bit behind some of the other ones, but this, if you wanted it to kind of be seen, you could do more like just a little tiny bow that could go off to the side of the greeting here. Let's see if we like it. Sometimes less is more, but let's see. See, we could do a little tiny bow off to the side, or even maybe down here might be cute. That might be cute, maybe down away from the wording. So let's see if I can get it small enough and cute enough here that we want it. Yep, I think that's probably going to be about the right size. And it's got the gold, which this card has the gold on it, so I think that would work. So remember, on Friday morning, we are going to create the last card, and then I'm going to create a version of a little tiny box like this that will house all of the envelopes and the cards, and we will make it so it has coordinating papers and all that good stuff, so that it looks like a beautiful gift set that you can give to someone. Or they could always use you know, the box for something else as well. But it's kind of nice to have, when you give a gift set, to have it in a coordinating little box. Okay, so for this one I'm thinking red, and then for this one I'm thinking green. So let's go, we've got again 3 sizes here. I think we're gonna go 1, 2, small, medium. Let's go small here. Let's go medium here. No, I wish I'd done that opposite. I know. It doesn't really make a difference, but in my mind it does. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, and then let's go. We're crossing the line. We're going to go 3 over here. But I don't want to cover up the little berries there, so let's go like that. Okay, so there's that one. 1, 2, 3. And let's bring in our red for this one. Ooh, I was going to go red for that, didn't I? Nope, that'll work. We'll do red for this one. It's going to be a little bit brighter than the ribbon, although it's got kind of some lighter and darker tones in here. So I think it'll work. Let's do tiny one on here, right about there. Let's do medium here. And then let's do big one on the white space. There we go. There, that adds a little bling, a little extra festiveness to our cards for tonight. They are pretty, and they're using your scraps, right? Get scrappy, everyone, and make some beautiful cards. So tomorrow, or on Friday morning, we will, I think it's going to look stunning with these papers. Doing this little technique here that I'm going to show you. It's really easy. So we're going to do a version of that, and then we will create a box to go with it, and I think we'll use this big huge die, which will be perfect for on the box, and maybe we'll put a little velvet in behind it. You know, we could do velvet, and we could do a strip of pattern paper on the velvet. Maybe, right? Maybe, maybe not. Or white texture and then a strip of red and a strip of green velvet. That's a thought too. Yeah, we'll think about that. But we're going to do up a little matching box to all of these on Friday morning. So I'll go live at, let's see, what is Friday? I don't think I've got anything going on Friday. So I will meet you here at 9 a.m. Friday morning, and we will definitely make our 4th card, and we will do that gorgeous little box. Okay, now I have got a gift to give away. Okay, we have to give away our fun fold. So for tonight, I've got a fun fold. It is a very cool fold, and I will show you maybe the actual ones that are in this month's fun fold, and I will do that maybe on Friday morning. I will have them done because I always package everything up first and then I create the samples after. So I will share the actual cards that are in the fun fold. For those of you that placed orders in the month of August, you will see the cards that you get to make on Friday morning. I'll show them to you. But for now, it'll be a surprise for whoever the winner is. And let's see here. If you are within Canada, I can actually mail you out the kit, and you can create the cards along with me. If you are within outside of Canada, if you're in the States or anywhere else farther away, because it does have products in it, it is just the rules. Because I'm a Canadian demonstrator, I can only ship products within Canada. So therefore, what I would do instead is I would mail you out the PDF, or sorry, email you out the PDF and the video so that you can create the fun folds and with whatever products that you've got in your craft room, because it's really easy to do. Okay, so let's see here. Can you put, it does crush the texture of the places. Yeah, you guys are answering each other. I don't know what the question was, but you guys are answering the questions. I love it. You're helping me out here. Okay, so let's go for comment number 6 tonight is going to get the latest Fun Fold kit, and I will mail it out. I think somebody asked me what are the Fun Fold kits, and what it is my appreciation class. So I give them away during my lives as thank yous for those that tune in and pop out a comment. You get a chance to win one. If you're part of my Stamp It Canadian team, I think I said number 5. Did I not? Did I say 5 or 6? Let me know, and then I'll count it. It's beautiful. 6 is your favorite number. 6. It is 6 then, okay? I will count it out in a second. If you are part of my Stamp It Canadian team, then I put the video in our craft corner, which I share all of my PDFs and videos with my team members. But if you do an order of $50 or more, then you just automatically get one, okay? So let me just see. Let's go back. I know where the comments started. There we are. We're going number 6. So Carol's 1, Christine's 2. I've got Barbara is 3, Carissa is 4, Eva is 5, Gail, I would love to win. Well, guess what, Gail? You just did. Congratulations. So Gail, this one is coming out to you. Just like that. You will get to do the latest Fun Fold. I have got your address, so I will pop that in the mail tomorrow with the rest of them. And you will probably see, I have to do the video. I'm going to be doing it later this week. And by the time your kit arrives to you, you will have the video probably emailed to you on Friday. Okay? And then you can create along with the video. All right? Okay, so let me head on back here. See, I've got my glow here. This is why I was getting hot. Look, it's right over my head. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And look at it. I'm glad I turned my light on. We are definitely into September. It is 8 o'clock and it is pitch black outside already, which, a couple weeks ago it was still light. Last month for Card Club, we were actually out there still creating all of our cards, right? So this week coming up will be my in-person class for September's Card Club, and we're definitely going to be inside. Last month was the last month of creating outside. Fall is here. All right, thank you guys so much. Congratulations, Gail, and I hope you guys join me for part 2 of this project, and we will finish off the 4th card, and we will create that cute little box on Friday morning at 9 o'clock. And then you will have ideas in which you can do some little gift sets for over the holidays. Okay? All right. Okay, I have to go. I have to go make my list up. I will see you tomorrow morning at 6:30 if you want to stop on in. I will show you my favorites out of the holiday catalog as well as the online exclusives, and I will share my screen so that you can see where to actually find the new online exclusives as well. Okay? All right. Take care. Have a good sleep, everyone, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye.